very good pickup on first down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's Ryan Wright now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And look at this, another fake. Shifts past him at the 45, but he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And he coughed it up, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers. Pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Vikings continue to pour it on here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Vikings pick up the football. And some room to roam now. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Good footwork at the 30, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Cousins now. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Jackson to return. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Gets by him at the 25. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice.
That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Buying time to his left. That's complete, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they?
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end.